What are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing? You bringing Tanya back here. What are you doing?
She wanted to get her hair done.
You want me to call Danni and tell her that you're here?
Absolutely not.
If you're trying to make Danni jealous by using that woman, it ain't the way.
It's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I say this every week, but Karen, sit down. You can have several seats. I did not like the way that poor Preston. I feel like he shouldn't go to the salon simply because every time he's gone so far, twice, he's been dragged back to Karen's office to be told off by some woman. First it was Danni, now it's Karen. Karen apparently feels that the reason that Preston is back at the salon is so that Karen can tell Danni about his whereabouts. Oh, Preston was here again with his girl at the salon. And to be honest, even though Preston said, no, that's not what I was planning at all, she just needed to get her hair done because her hair got wet. She got it done here last time. What's the problem? I'm just thinking to myself, if this was Zach, he'd be like, well, it wouldn't matter if I planned on it or not. You would tell your friends anyway. Because I thought about it, and the way Preston rolled up in the salon with Tanya and has to deal with Karen, that's the same thing that happened when Zach first started, opening a bank account with Maurice and then realized Sabrina worked there. It's like, oh, damn, here we go. Now you're going to tell Karen this and that. And, the segue to the ending of last night's episode where Sabrina called out Maurice for shouting out his friend's account information. You only got $400 in your account. Maurice, that's confidential. But isn't it also confidential of what's in Zach's bank account? But Sabrina, you told all your girls about the $1 million anyway. But in any case, what I'm saying is Karen had no right to pull Preston aside to start some bull crap. If nothing else, go back a few days ago before Pam, I guess, snitched or made up a lie to get Isaiah to close down the shop. You were hurting for business. And I feel like you doing this to Preston, accusing him of doing some shady stuff to get back at Danni, you're probably going to end up losing a customer because I feel like if nothing else, Tanya should be like, okay, Preston, is something going on? This is the second time we've come to the salon or you've come to the salon and I've seen you been taken to the back office by another woman. So I don't think we should go there. It's like, he mentions the Danni thing and then talks about the Karen thing. It's like she assumed that me coming to the salon with you was to make that girl jealous. So yeah, let's just go find somewhere else to get your hair done. And then you lost the customer. I feel like it's so hypocritical due to the fact that Karen tried to call out Zach for using Fatima. Karen tried to call out Zach for using Fatima to make her jealous, but then he quickly clapped back saying, well, aren't you doing that with the preacher? And she's like, no. So for Karen just to do something like that is ridiculous due to the fact that you're just getting in people's business and you don't need to be. It's just, that's her whole thing this entire season so far. From not giving Jenna, the woman who keeps popping up at her salon, Zach's phone number like he told her to. That way it's like, hey, if she ever comes around looking for me, give her my phone number so she can call. But she didn't do that. What did she do? She decided to call Zach the moment Preston left the office to call about that woman. But then, of course, Fatima answered the phone. And then she was just in everybody's business, from Preston trying to make Danni jealous. What's going on between Zach and that woman who keeps popping up at the salon. Her and Fatima got at it in terms of, oh, I don't believe you when you say that he's not around his phone. And then, of course, her trying to delve deep into Aaron to figure out what makes him tick. It's just, I wish she could sing a different tune because of the fact that just because a man brings his woman to a hair salon, what's so wrong with that? I mean, not every man will do it. I'm not saying, that isn't a fact. But just because he took her there, what's the problem? He noticed that, oh, your hair got wet and you need to get it done again. Let's just go back to where you got it done the first time. It's just like when he was first there and said, "Hey, you need me to pay for your hair," and then Karen's like, "Oh, are you rich or something?" I mean, you don't got to be rich to do something nice. I understand, like, you know, like I've had experiences like that where me and a girl would go out and I would pay the full meal, and I've had, like, what was it, one girl, she refused because of the fact that, you know, when the bill came, I just said, one, I got this. And then I remember this one time after the date, I think it was like right when we got home, because she literally dug the money. She went into her like purse and then found the change and her ashtray. It was like not covered in ash. It was like clean. She literally refused to let a man pay for her meal. And I'm like, okay. See, I'm just old fashioned. That's just me. I know it's 2022. I know I'm 30, but that's just how I was raised, you know, to respect a woman. And I get it. There's this independent woman. I'm not, you know, fighting against the women who, you know, are self-reliant and independent. But if you choose to go out on a date with someone or get into a relationship with someone, you got to be vulnerable at some point or allow somebody to take care of you. I'm not saying that you aren't capable of doing it yourself, but I guess it's just one of those things where people are so on guard and on edge that being chivalrous or being a gentleman is usually looked upon as, wait a minute, you want sex. This is an agenda. You got some. It's like you buy me IHOP, but then you want something in return. No, it's just pay the bill. So it's just crazy to me, because just because, Karen, you haven't had a man who's willing to do the nice things that Preston is doing for Tanya doesn't mean there aren't men like out there that exist who will do those kind of things. So that's the thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way about how Karen, you know, was dealing with the situation. Not to mention the fact that she's just using this as an excuse to kind of look out for Danni, when I feel like there's no need to, because of the fact that Preston's cool. He's like, look, I'm going to go out with this girl to see if we clicked. And to be honest, that's what it definitely felt like, because just this little scene between these two coming into the salon, kind of joking and laughing in front of Karen. I'm like, hell, when was the last time we saw him and Danni do that? It's been a while, if ever. So, Karen, mind your own business. Just appreciate the business you're getting by having Tanya come to your salon to get the hair done. So, to be honest, when Preston left the office, I really thought she was going to get on the phone to call Danni, but no, she was worried about Zach. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Karen is just trying to start some shit again? Or do you think Preston meant when he said, look, I'm not here to make anybody jealous. She's just here to get her hair done. So there's that. All right, well, hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Folks, we are less than 250 people away from 200,000 subscribers on the channel, so please hit subscribe if you are new. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. And if you would like to donate, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.